is Tim Elomba. I represent the online media elomba.com, and it's a pleasure being in your home this afternoon to have a little chat with you. Please, can we get to meet you, sir?
You have met me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I know we've met you. I mean, our audience would like to know who we are talking with.
Maybe you should tell your audience who you're talking to.
Okay.
I mean, I make her take my mouth to tell them.
Okay!
My name is No, that's not my name. What's my name again? This is the area father, popularly known as Charley Boy, Diodudu Bariba, one of Africa, and the president of all frustrated Nigerians. That is who I am.
You hear that, don't you? Well, sir, there is this ongoing campaign that is already penetrating offices, homes, edifices. Our Mumu don't do. I even once borrowed it in one of my works when for another ongoing program, Sesnet, where we say our brother Charley Boy say our Mumu don't do. But now it will be interesting to hear from the horse's mouth, please. What is our Mumu don't do all about?
Our Mumu don't do is addressing arrogantly ignorant Nigerian youths to reawaken in them their sense of duty, to kill the docility that has rendered them hopeless, frustrated in a system that has not enabled them to grow. And when we say our Mumu don't do, our stupidity is enough. And enough should be enough. I understand that my generation has let down the youths of this country because we didn't give the youths that enabling environment to spread their wing and soar. But if your papa no get money, your papa not drunkard, your papa no provide for you, does that mean your life is finished?
Of course not.
Of course not, Adi. So what we are trying to tell the Nigerian youths, and as a result the Nigerian masses, is that it is high time they wake up from their stupidity. It's enough. Because these riffraffs called leaders, these riffraffs, these rogues, these thieves in government have no business being there in the first place. And if they've been there this long and we cannot see any benefit accruing to young people, to the masses, then that means they don't have the best of intentions for us. So it is high time we wake up from our slumber and take action. And what we intend to do is to start setting a new criteria, a new normal, to start to say, this is the kind of leadership that we want. Because yes, the youths have the power. Yes, the youths are the future of tomorrow. Yes, their future has been mortgaged, has been stolen. And if they don't do something before the end of the year, most of them are going to chop sand, and that will be a shame. So that is why we're starting this tsunami-like movement called Our Mumu Don't Do. Because quite frankly, enough is enough.
But then, I know you are from Imo State. I will want to, because as Igbos will say, and if you don't know, or as the Englishman will say, charity begins at home. So I want us to take this, Our Mumu Don't Do, home. Do you think Imo State youths are also being shortchanged in this dispensation? While Owele Rochas Okorocha holds the seat of power in Imo State?
I'm not a sectional brand. I'm not, Charley Boy is not a regional brand. I'm a continental brand. I'm a national brand. The problem in Borno is the same problem in Imo. The problem in Sokoto is the same problem in, help me out, Edo State. The problem in Nasarawa is the same problem in Port Harcourt. Our first step in this coalition, because it's a coalition of different people, frustrated, angry, vexed Nigerians, who is saying enough is enough. There's mismanagement everywhere in Nigeria. There's corruption everywhere in Nigeria. Take for instance the North. Take for instance a state like Mina State. They've had the opportunity to produce 2 presidents, Babangida, Abdul Salam. Now tell me, have you been to Niger State?
Yes.
Is Niger State, does it look like Dubai?
Of course.
Does it look like Dubai?
Definitely not.
The youths up north, they are the worst hit because they've gotten into all kinds of things, drugs, because the poverty that you find in the north is worse than the poverty that you find in the east. Okay? So Charley Boy, I'm doing a national thing. You know, we're involved in a national movement. Now, our first port of call is the center of government, Abuja. We want to shut down Abuja for 2 weeks. At least till government starts to be responsible enough. From Abuja, we are moving to all the states that have problem. So when we go to Imo State, you see the Yoruba man there, you see the Hausa man there, to come to occupy the useless government that is ineffective in Imo State. So it doesn't necessarily mean that because I'm from Imo State, we must start from Imo State. And by the way, I'm just a father. My job as a father, as the area father, is to guide young people properly. This movement is not a Charley Boy movement. It's a national movement. And it will surprise you to know that the people who have been calling the secretariat the most are people, our brothers in the north. The people who are most hit are our brothers in the north. Forget about what the elites are doing. Because in this corruption, recently you saw Babangida's daughter's wedding. Didn't you see Bola Tinubu there? Is Bola Tinubu not APC? Didn't you see Goodluck Jonathan? Is he not PDP?
Sure.
Didn't you see Saraki there? Nobody, all of them, they chop the money. So that is why I say our Mumu don't do. Because the elites, the old soldiers, the old brigades, when it comes to dividing the loot, they are together. They now want to dissipate us with religion and ethnicity. And it's not going to happen this time. Because come 2019, we, the people, the masses, the youth of this country, we will decide who should be our leader. And enough of all these old people who should be put to pasture. And most of them, if you ask me, they should be hung at the stake and shot dead because they are responsible for what we are going through. And like I said, enough is enough. We're not going to take it anymore. Am I making myself clear?
Very clear.
Because now vex are the vex. Because nothing is normal again in Nigeria. This is a jungle and we're going to dig it out with these riffraffs called leaders.
Change is in the air. or so we are meant to believe. We are meant to believe that everything is going to change. Already, after 2 years, we expect that everything must have changed, or at least are beginning to change.
Whose change? Is it Buhari's change?
Well,
or finally the people want to wake up and change their docility? Which of the change are you talking about?
I am talking about
Buhari's change.
Do we say Buhari's change or do we say APC's change? Whichever change. The ruling,
we don't know nothing about
change.
APC, PDP, Buhari. We're not interested in that. Because we allowed this rubbish to go on for too long. So before you expect any change, we ourselves must change. We must wake up from our docility.
Yeah, but then...
So that is the change I want to be talking about.
And that is...
Not Buhari's change.
Actually, my question is tilted to that corner. I wanted to ask, what would you like to see change, particularly, so that we, the masses, who are listening to you, who are feeling your pulse...
Our demands will be everywhere by next week. Our criteria for the kind of leadership we want will be out there for the public to see. We want people from good homes, people who have pedigree, people who have gone to school, not people who have forged certificates, not people with WAEC. So maybe something needs to be done about our constitution. But we are not going to allow the same of the same to happen again. That is the change we are interested in. All the people who have been in leadership position, we don't want to see them, whether it's their brother, their father, their mother, their friends, we say no. And if they want to go to war, we use their blood to cleanse this nation. Yes. If that's what they want, that's what they're going to get. Because everybody's ready. I mean, is this a life that we're living? He who is down needs fear no fall. And a lot of Nigerians are down. A lot of Nigerians are suffering from poverty, hopelessness, frustration, joblessness. And yet we have so much, a country that, look at what they've done to the country. And then we sit around every day and we say, it go better. It should be that since 1960, when would they talk say it go better? Till today, it never better. So when is it going to get better? So I'm challenging the youths of this country, the youths everywhere, globally, whether you're in America, you're in London, if you don't care enough for your country, nothing is ever going to change. And wherever you are in this world, you're just a fucking second-class citizen. Paying your dues, paying your whatever you're paying, but are you that comfortable? Because if your country was working properly, you should be back home, contributing. Look at how we excel when we go anywhere in the world. Look at our footballers. Okay, do you know that in the state of New York, in one town alone, has so many doctors, Nigerian doctors, more than 3-5 states in Nigeria. The doctors they have in one town is more than 3-5 states in Nigeria. And the people that is helping the American medical sectors, mostly Nigerians. So we are good people. It's just that when these useless army people came, we had brain drain. All the best of us ran away. The ones that are good started hiding under the bed. And enough of that.